Hello YouTube, welcome to the final episode of Operation Paris. So today I have the final Southern Athletics League race in Norman Park at Bromley, where I'll be running like normal, the 100, the 200, and we should have a team like we did last time, so the 4x100. Now, you guys have already seen on my training, you've already seen how I've run myself into shape physically and technically. I think I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Not so much physically, but in a sprinting sense. Because sometimes you do all of the physical work you want, you underperform. Sometimes you don't do enough or don't do any, and you perform normally or overperform. And I've run into that situation. Underperformed physically, but ran myself into shape, and I'm technically sound, which is weird to experience, but I'm on my way to the bus to go to the competition, and all I can really say is I'm expecting double PBs, because technically I PB'd last time with my 11:22, which converts to 11:24 in the wind. The fastest wind legal time I ran last season was 11:28, and I think I'm in better shape right now than I was when I ran my 11:24 last month. So we'll see how close we can get to 11, and for 200, well, 22:67, rather fatigued. I think we can do at least that. So we'll see, will we get to 22 flat? Probably not, but we're gonna see how far down we can actually get, and I'll just keep pushing. So I've run the 100 and 200, and as you guys saw from the 100, the footage I gave you guys was probably poor. I'm actively working on recovering the footage, because what happened was I recorded for 40 minutes, and when I got my phone again, for the front angle, I tried to delete. So I tried to crop out my section, save it as a new video, then delete the other one, but I only did 30 seconds, and for that 30 seconds I was just setting up the blocks. So if that's fixed, I'm just waffling here. If not, I'm so fortunate because I deleted that from my recently deleted, and that's gone forever. But that was 11.19 minus 1.3 win. Convert that to no win, that's 11.1. That would be a PB. So if I don't get it, it's really unfortunate, but I'll fight and try and get that. I messed up the acceleration somewhere, one of the steps. It wasn't as good as it could have been. And then I realized because of that, people were leaving me, and I forgot to put my hips. And I started using my hips properly. Late in the race, that's why I started catching up, but you probably can't see the footage properly. And then I just got left behind. I think I finished 4th, but the time was great, even though things didn't go so well for me. So what I noticed was the 100, the race was not amazing, but quite good. But the recording side was bad. But the 200, the recording side was amazing, but the race was bad. So I was warming up, I noticed a few problems. First one, there was gum stuck in my shoe affecting my bend run. And I thought, I was feeling pain on the ball of my foot on the inside. And I thought that might have been why. Turns out my spikes, the plastic spike on my spike, bent and it was digging into my shoes. So I ripped that off, but that already got in my head because it was hurting the ball of my foot as I was going around the bend. So it affected my bend on the 200, so I couldn't run as well as I would have wanted to run, which is really unfortunate. Along with that, I decided to change my race plan up because I always run the 100 all out, but I was like, what if I just run the first 50 all out, then the final 50, I cruise around like how I used to, but it didn't really work for me. Yeah, it was a negative win, so that probably didn't help much. I haven't looked at what I converted to. I couldn't care less because I haven't run a 23 since the start of the season pretty much, and I'm running 23s again now. I did some maths, and based off of the time I ran in the 100, I probably should have been running 22.43, but hey, it is what it is. Overall, I'll accept it. The season's done. I'm not really upset with how the season ended. We got my fastest time ever in the 100, and I was catching these guys. I don't think you guys know, but I was actually catching these guys. I felt my speed just go faster and faster and faster in about 60, 70 meters. I actually felt myself just get inches and inches closer. If I had more space, I probably could have caught them, but I didn't, so I couldn't. Along with that, same thing in the 200. Once I got around the bend and I was on the straight, it was all fine. I was catching these guys. I was running like how I normally do, but so much of the race was wasted to go for 1 and the 2. I'm probably going to go home and talk a bit more about this as well as analyze the race to give you guys more, but that's me so far. I don't really feel sad or happy. I just feel really pumped for next season, because if I'm doing all of this with how I am, how the season's gone, then everything is really good. And I know they said it's the final episode of Operation Paris, but me going over my entire season, indoors, outdoors, and the training before,